Hi Sag, I hope that you guys are doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. And I hope you guys are doing well. Are you completing a lesson? Did you just finish a lesson with someone? I'm also seeing something going on at work. For some of you, you could be closing a chapter when it comes to work and starting something else. For some of you, this is to focus on a relationship or family. It's almost this feeling of something coming full term, and now it's time to start something else. And you may be putting work on the back burner and focusing on another person here. Maybe also your kids. I'm seeing a child here. I'm looking at Gemini and Leo. I'm also looking at Saturn. For some of you, this is about work and not allowing relationships to get in the way of what you feel you're being guided to do. Maybe even a balance between the two here. Something could have happened that kind of threw you off a bit, Sagittarius. Maybe an interpersonal relationship that you're ending. For some, I'm getting this strongly. This person may have confused you. I'm hearing, what are we? Yeah. For some of you, you were working with this person. And maybe you felt confused about what role they wanted you to play. I'm seeing them come through to talk to you. It's like, if you were confused before, you're not going to be confused anymore when this person comes through. Okay. This person could have left you in a place where you felt confused and you felt upset because things were unresolved. This is very similar to the Aquarius reading that I'm picking up on. So you might want to check that out if you feel guided. If the person you've been dealing with has particular Aquarius placements, or you do, like personal planets. Because I'm seeing this theme of Gemini coming through, which also did in the last reading as well, in the Aquarius reading. And I'm seeing double Leo here. Okay. I'm seeing a sense of feeling confused about the progress that you're making at work. I'm seeing a lesson that you're learning when it comes to you and another person here. For some of you, this is somebody that you were working with that you also have developed a relationship with, is what I'm hearing. And I'm seeing there be some sort of declaration of feelings here, and somebody needing to have the strength to clarify this to another person. For some of you, you're telling someone that you felt hurt by, I'm hearing their actions. Maybe you're even acknowledging this in the first place, that you felt hurt by this person. Like, I'm seeing things start off, I'm hearing fine and dandy. in the beginning, and then you were somehow hurt based off of the expectations that you had. I'm seeing like that's where the hurt, like this may not have been something deliberate that this person did, but for whatever reason, you had particular expectations and they were not met. Remember, energies can always be reversed. But whoever this person is, yeah, whoever this person is, they're coming through to clarify. It's like whoever was the one that got hurt in this scenario is the one that's being approached, is what I'm seeing here. Saturn, Gemini, Leo, Leo. Technically, it's Gemini sun. So for some of you, this is a Gemini sun. But it can be a Leo sun. Something going on with Saturn, too. I'm hearing, how did you guys meet? So interesting with these readings. With the Aquarius reading, it was more so like whoever Aquarians are dealing with at this point, that is the person that came through. And I'm kind of seeing this go on for you guys too. So this person that you were dealing with, I'm seeing like they may be somebody that I'm hearing popular. And I mean, what does popular mean? Maybe they seem to have a lot of friends around them, or maybe popular on social media, something like that. Someone that seems like they have their things together. They would seem like give off an energy of being confident, somebody that others find appealing, something like that. But it's like that's what's going on externally. Internally, I'm seeing that there's a different story going on, and they may deal with anxiety and things of that nature. Stuff going on with mental health. I'm seeing more so surface level stuff, like not anything super in depth, but it's the way that it's characterized is different than their external. I'm hearing bravado. Yeah. It's almost like externally one may look into that space with this person and think that they like have everything that they want, like they're secure when it comes to their self-esteem, things like that. But as I said before, I'm seeing a sense of insecurity here with this person. And maybe this is why you also were surprised by the way that they behaved, because they could have been acting out of insecurity and you didn't think that that's something that would happen because they seem like somebody that's confident, is what I'm getting, my friends. But I'm seeing there be a change that's coming. Ooh. For some, there could have been some sort of religious difference or maybe some sort of conflicting morals, and that's why they didn't want to engage with you. Plot twist. I was not expecting that. Maybe different cultural backgrounds. There's some sort of difference, like some sort of traditional belief that they have that could have gotten in the way of this. But I'm seeing them reflecting on it. Yeah, I really was not expecting that at all. Yes. Like, you may have even made, for some specifically, I'm getting that this has to do with sexuality and somebody has an issue internally. And it's like when they look within, I'm seeing them understand that there's some sort of dichotomy between like beliefs that they have and then actually what they're feeling. And this is what they're trying to resolve right now. Wow. This did not come through in the Aquarius reading, but this is really interesting. I'm getting that this would be very surprising. Like, you wouldn't expect this from them. And maybe they're also surprised too. I'm seeing that also low-key, they're definitely sensitive as well, and this may not be something that you observe either from, like, the way that they present externally, but they're definitely someone, I'm hearing spiritual, somebody definitely sensitive, emotional. Yes. But it may come off differently, like, maybe the way that they express or the way that they channel their emotions is not something that you would, like, the takeaway would be like, oh, that's an emotional or a sensitive person or an in-touch person. Like, they may be somewhat defensive, or they may shield, I'm hearing. Almost like not giving it away, but I'm seeing this kind of be like behind the scenes, them being emotional. I'm also getting something with their intuition, like this is somebody also intuitive, and you may not know that either, specifically, like, to the depth of how intuitive this person is. Because they may not, I'm hearing, be comfortable speaking on this. Maybe they realize that they have gifts that they're not ready to talk about yet. Yes. So I'm getting that this person has absolutely caught feelings for you, Sagittarius, and they're trying to work this out for themselves here, because there's a decision that they need to make. As I said before, I'm seeing this be somewhat conflicting with some type of moral or religious belief that they have, and this is what they're trying to resolve. And I'm seeing them kind of go through a miniature existential crisis. Maybe something going on with their Chiron, I'm getting that. So they're recognizing that they have feelings for you, and they're trying to figure out whether or not they're going to participate in a relationship with you, or maybe whether or not they're even going to open themselves up to that. Their guides are trying to help them through this process. I'm seeing them want to do something that feels empowering to them, but I don't know. Okay, maybe they're going to resolve this. They may need some time to themselves, because I'm seeing them try to ground. I'm hearing ground this experience. As I said before, it's like they were not expecting this to be happening. Like, I'm seeing this somehow, for whatever reason, this really threw them off. Like, almost like maybe they weren't in touch with their sexuality before. Maybe they had some sort of blockages. And maybe because of this relationship with you or connecting with you, they're realizing now and are very thrown off. But it's something that they're trying to work out. Whatever shock this is that they're experiencing, or for some, I'm hearing midlife crisis. I'm looking at Mars, I'm looking at Taurus, I'm looking at Scorpio, I'm looking at Virgo. Yes. This was definitely part of their guided experience, for sure. It's like karmically this was meant to happen with this person. So if you feel like you triggered something in them and you know that you didn't inherently, like, do anything, like, this was something that they would have experienced anyway. So if you're feeling weird about about something or the way that this went, or somebody didn't react well to you and it just had to do with who you are authentically, Sag, this is something that they need to resolve on their own. It's not something that you did. Karmically, they were meant to deal with this because it's part of their healing process and them understanding themselves better and getting more authentically in touch. What a strong message. So many interpersonal things going on this week. Yeah, I'm seeing them be overwhelmed in relation to their karma. But they're understanding that the more that they fight, and remember, energies can always be reversed. Maybe this is your story, Sag, or maybe this is your cross watcher watching for you. I'm seeing that this person is understanding that, like, the reason that they feel so stressed out is because they've been putting off their karma, and like maybe this is something they've been putting off for lifetimes. I'm getting that kind of vibe here, and it's like built up to a point where they're recognizing that if they are not true to themselves, they are going to be stuck feeling completely unsatisfied until they move to a place where they're being authentic and actually going for the things that they want. And as I said before, this is part of their karma. This is not something that, like, you may feel like you could guide this person very well. However, like, this is not your homework, Sagittarius. This is for this person to resolve. I'm hearing, and you have to give them the time to resolve this. That doesn't mean you need to participate in this when this person comes around, if that's what happens. But, like, right now, this person needs time to themselves. So it's like, anything else you can figure out later. For right now, I'm seeing that they have their own little mission assignment that they have to complete. And it's really not so little. I'm seeing this be heavily karmic for them to be dealing with right now. As I said before, it's almost like they've been putting this off for so long that now they have to face it. It's like a square energy here. Yes. There could also be things, like, I'm seeing them be very scared to move in an authentic light. Very, very scared. Very, very worried. Maybe they're worried about being judged. I'm seeing this weigh very heavily on them. The best you can do is be supportive if somebody wants you in their life, but not to infringe on their independence and what they need to do for themselves. Yeah, as I said before, this very much looks like something that this person has continuously put off that now has to be faced. This, you may not be the first experience that they had like this, but before maybe it was something that that they were bypassing or dismissing, like, until this point in time. And for whatever reason, this connection with you has made something so real that they can't really go backwards anymore. And they could have had some sort of experience as well that made them feel hesitant to step into this light, into this direction. But they're going to be working it out for themselves. As I said before, they need time to think about this. They need time to understand, too, like, what is going to happen if they, like, continue trying to put this off versus if they don't. Because I'm seeing them be, like, definitely feel scared of being judged. And, like, maybe the way that their life would change. Maybe they're also not in a position yet. Like, maybe there are other factors that need to be taken into consideration as well. As I said before, I'm seeing that this person is definitely intuitive and has the ability to get in touch, and this may be part of a spiritual awakening for them if they end up going through with this. Because I'm seeing they definitely have certain abilities as well. Maybe this is part of why you were attracted to them. So if they decide to embrace the energy of the high priestess, which they may kind of be feeling these things already, and this can be part of the added stress that they're feeling. It's like if they embrace this aspect of themselves, it's also going to help them in other areas of their life. You may have, there may be a continued part that you're going to be playing in their storyline, and that's why this is coming through. Because something is going to break loose here, I'm seeing. This person just has to resolve the inner conflict that they're feeling. I'm looking at Jupiter. I'm looking at the moon. I'm hearing Pisces very strongly. Now I'm hearing Leo. I'm looking at Mercury, and I'm looking at Gemini. I am seeing Neptune, actually, Pisces. Yeah, this person needs time. And I think that's what your guides, I think that's kind of the takeaway message right now. They have things that they need to figure out because they're not ready yet, is what I'm getting. Maybe if you were trying to have a relationship with them or something like this, they're not ready yet. They need time. There's a lot going on that needs to be worked out. And maybe this is also what your guides want you to know, so you can like have compassion and understanding for what this person is going through. Because I'm seeing it definitely be like nothing happens in a vacuum, and so there's a very big backstory behind this process that this person is going through. And like you being patient and wishing them well is really like what you can do right now. As I said before, not infringing on their process is important. Like, do not overstep, Sagittarius. It's really important that you give them the space, like respect their space that they need while they're working this out. I'm hearing they'll thank you later. All right, Sag. We are going to end it there, my friends. I just saw 23:23 on the time. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for joining. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.